I'm Debra Pascoe, author of the book Vive. Do you want to transform your life to get better and smarter and stronger? Which do you choose, grief or growth? If you think about the 5 stages of grief, they don't really get you anywhere, do they? Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and finally acceptance? Wow. If the end result is acceptance, that's not a great starting point for a bright future. Probably because they were created for the terminally ill, so that made sense. But for the average person, maybe not so much. And whether we're grieving the loss of a loved one, or a job, or a marriage, it's all the same, isn't it? What about growth instead? Why can't we learn from trauma, expand our wisdom, not just accept? I think we can. From personal experience, I know humans can do this. 2014 should have been a wonderful year for me, full of joy, 20th wedding anniversary, and buying her dream home. But that's not how things played out. Instead, I experienced a series of tragedies, including my husband's heart attack, infidelity, and suicide, all within the space of 4 months. What should have been one of the best years of my life turned out to be the worst. But this isn't about me. It's about you. I'll tell you my story because it might help you. What I can tell you is that since that time, I have grown exponentially. And it wasn't time that healed. That's the obvious answer, but not the case. I like to say, time helps, but it doesn't heal. You have to do the work. If you're willing to do the work, then stay with me. Let's do it together. I personally believe humans can experience what I call post-traumatic growth. So what happened? I kind of remember sitting in my office knowing I was feeling so much better and examining what had happened. How did I get here? I have a huge whiteboard in my office where everything goes, and I just started writing. As a designer, I need things to be visual. So I remember sort of drawing a Venn diagram and putting mental, physical, practical, and in the middle, balance. And it was like, boom. Incredibly simple, actually almost boring words, nowhere near as pretty as mind, body, and spirit. And they're a little different from that, but they make sense to me. And they're simple, they're easy to understand, and it's true. I had gone to work on my mental stuff first, admitted I needed help and got it, and spent many hours getting my head straight. Lots of time with a couple of very smart therapists. Then I remember feeling like this weak, middle-aged woman and just hating that feeling. So I begrudgingly hired a PT. It was hilarious, actually. The first time we met, I told him my crappy story, and I remember him listening patiently and said, well, I work out of my garage. It's nothing flash. Do you want to come and have a look? And I thought, yeah, why not? What have I got to lose? It was clean, simple, raw, no fancy gym. Perfect for me. Perfect. I could plug in my music and just be there. He pulled together some kind of program. I have no idea. I just went and did what I was told. In addition, I remember saying, oh, by the way, I've kind of got bad knees, bad neck, back's not so great, and goodness knows what else. And he said something like, yeah, we can work with this. So I went twice a week and I lifted and kicked and punched. I still go. And I'm not weak anymore. Then came the practical stuff. I had to do everything my husband used to do. This is almost embarrassing. I kind of can't believe I fell into this category, but I did. In partnerships over time, we sort of allow the other person to do what they do best, don't we? And we literally stop doing those tasks. Think about that. When you were single, you probably did all those things, and then suddenly you're in a relationship and you stop. Over 20 years, I had inadvertently let the logical side of my brain go lazy. If something broke, I waited for him to fix it. He paid the bills, he managed the finances. You know the drill. He does that stuff, right? Wow. I had to wake up that side of my brain and just start doing those things myself. It was very slow at first, and now I just do that stuff without even thinking. I'm telling you, getting better and smarter and stronger and experiencing post-traumatic growth is totally possible, guys. To build on that, I think there's 4 stages that we go through from barely surviving and being miserable to thriving, and I don't think you can skip any. I call these the 4 stages of growth, and this can be a really positive experience. The great news is you glean a very important human trait when you move from one to the next. As you move from surviving to thriving, this is what you learn. This is what you get. Courage, fortitude, resilience, and finally, poise. I think that's exciting, and I think it's massively possible. So what I've decided to do, besides the book, over the next 8 weeks, I am running a course for anybody that wants to experience this and learn to finish off 2020, the craziest year we could have all imagined. I want to finish it with a bang. If this interests you, let's go. If it's not for you, that's cool. You can listen to my podcasts. They're free. You can read my blogs on the website. No worries. As a designer, what I've discovered through all of this is that the best thing to design is you. I sincerely hope you'll join us if this will help you. We start October 9th and finish end of November. If this interests you, go to debrapascoe.com for more information. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I hope you got something out of this. If you want to join the course, cool. If not, just stay in touch.